What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel, David Yeti. And now we're about to talk about money. Obviously, a subject that's near dear to my heart. But I came across a story that caught my attention, and I wanted to bring this to you. So apparently, there's a gentleman who is lives in New York City, right? One of the most, if not the most expensive state in the United States. And apparently he's able to live off $17,000 a year. Now, I don't know how he has pulled this off. Obviously, I'm going to play the video. I'll pause it, get my thoughts on it. But I'm curious because maybe I can pick up on some tips. Maybe he can give me some insights that I can implement because I don't know how in the world he's able to live off 17,000 a year. But let's get to the video and I'll pause it and get back to it in a second. All right, come on. Let's get to it.
A little acceleration here.
It's a nice car.
Okay, continue. What were you gonna say? The looming stressor of making sure that I have a sustainable living is definitely real.
I'll be back.
But I would much rather take that stressor over the stress of sitting down and doing something that I don't like every single day and it becomes monotonous.
I'll do the end of the monologue.
Now, each and every day is very different from one another. Every day feels like an adventure, which is extremely fun to me. Hi, I'm Max Gallo. I'm 28 years old, living in Brooklyn, New York.
All right. Let me pause. Let me pause for a second. Wait a minute. All right. So 28 years old. Okay. I'm assuming that he's maybe a single guy. I didn't see anything about any kids, any family in terms of like people that he's responsible for in the description when I read it. But 17,000. Let's in Brooklyn. Let's mime this out and let's see.
And in 2023, I made $17,000 working as an actor.
Okay, actor.
And welcome to Millennial No Money.
Most of my income came from acting. It didn't last too long. We went on a strike and I had to use some of the unemployment benefits. And then some of it also came from working at an exotic.
All right. So first off, shout out to you, Maxwell, for sharing this. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Max, I ain't going back, man. I've been there. I've struggled. I've made that amount of money under no circumstance, Maxwell. I am not. You can't take me back. I'll go fighting, kicking, and screaming. But a strike, and I remember that, right? When the actors went on strike in terms of they were fighting for better pay and some additional benefits, and they end up coming to a solution. But I think it took a while. Like it took over 6 months for sure. So I don't know. Let's play it a little bit.
Car dealership, and those are my three sources of income.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me rewind it.
Most of my income came from acting.
So you got three sources of income, but you're only making 17,000 a year?
It didn't last too long. We went on a strike and I had to use some of the unemployment benefits. And then some of it also came from working at an exotic car dealership. And those are my three sources of income.
Okay, wait a minute. So working as an actor, okay, I got that. That's one income. And then he said when they went on strike, he did the unemployment benefits, which is technically not an income per se, because you would have to like not be making money from your employer in order to draw down on that. And then he said working as a at a luxury car dealership. So I'm assuming that he maybe cleans it or details it or something. Maybe they'll go into a little more detail. It says Max used to work for an insurance company while living rent free with his parents. That was the move, Max. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the move. You could have stayed there with your parents, stacked up money, okay, maybe went for some more aggressive roles in your acting career, seeing where that was gonna go. but I don't know, it's not looking too good.
I did not like that job. It made me feel like the bad guy at times, where I had to do what the company wanted and not necessarily what I would have liked to do. I'm not actually reading this book. I'm just looking at it. It's a good book, though. Power of Habit. I was
All right, let me stop. All right, so okay, let's mime this out. So essentially, he was working what on the surface could be a stable job at an insurance company. He was living with your parents. Obviously, I know I've been there. You want to move out of your parents' place as fast as possible. It's not always the best move, but I understand that. And then he said he had about $33,000 saved since 2019 after he left this job. So he didn't get fired. He left voluntarily. He took a acting classes and then fell in love with the craft. Hey, that's cool. That's all good. It's nothing wrong with that. Now, this is not looking too good. Okay. I don't want you guys to think that the path that Max took is the way. That is not the way. That is not the move at all. Now, what Max could have done, a different approach, could have been he still could have took his acting classes. He still could have acted in the evenings and on the weekends, and he could have leveraged that job at the insurance company to maybe pay for better acting coaches, maybe invest in yourself is what I'm saying. So whatever the acting path takes you down, I don't know, I'm not an actor, but I'm pretty sure there's additional resources that you could have invested in to improve yourself. Maybe hired a better agent, I don't know, like anything that could have led to better opportunities. What I'm saying is a lot of times people think that you have to quit your day job altogether to follow your passion. No, that has never worked for me at all. Okay. I've been down that road. I follow my passion. I've did webinars, seminars. I've talked to several different gurus, tried to do real estate, tried to, bootstrap my business. No. All right. Now, my case is a little different. Obviously, I have a family, but even if it was just me, like I would never do that again. I am actively building businesses right now, but I would never like leave my source of income just for the simple fact that I don't like it, especially without having anything to replace it. So I don't, I don't think that was a smart move.
good book though. Power of Habit. I was saving a good amount and it was very scalable. I probably could have put a deposit on a home, but I wanted to take my
See, and even he admitted right there, he was saving a good amount. He could have scaled that. He's talking about that opportunity at the insurance company.
shot. I wanted to try to follow my dreams because I knew that if I tried later in life, I don't know if I would have as much momentum as I do now, and I could always go back to a more traditional path if I needed to.
That makes sense.
That was actually really graceful. I really tried to tell myself after the insurance job that I really wanted to prioritize doing things that are fun and enjoyable and that I would do for free and get paid for them. Welcome to P1 Exotics. This is my survival job, like a lot of actors have. This is our storage facility where we're storing some of the cars that we have here, and this is a Ferrari 355. This is about 400 or 450,000.
Okay.
You can see the aerodynamics. The wind.
Okay, so he's pretty much like a jack of all trades at this luxury car dealership. He may maintain it, refurbish it, maybe get some oil changes or something. I'm pretty sure go around, crank them up. A lot of these exotic cars can't sit in a garage for a long time, right? Without being you don't have to drive them, but at least start them up. Hit the gas a little bit, and he does the paperwork for the DMV and he does social media content. So he said something that stuck out. Survival job. And he said a lot of actors have. So in between, opportunities and projects, they have to make money some way. I'm gonna tell you a little dirty secret. Guys, 98% of actors are broke. They don't make any money. I'm gonna say that again. 98% of actors are broke. Okay. 65 to 67% of athletes go broke 3 to 4 years after they retire or after they leave the whatever league they're in terms of football, basketball, and stuff. Baseball players do a little better, but in general, the money don't last long. So and even in the NFL and the NBA, like the average career is like 4 years, 4 or 5 years, maybe if you're lucky. So imagining, making a large amount of money. Let's say even if it's 15 million. Well, that 15 million has to last them for a lifetime because a lot of these people don't want to go get traditional jobs. I heard a lot of what Max was saying when he was talking about fun and things that I want to do that I enjoy and I just want to find my passion. Man, look, I'm going to say something unpopular. As a man, I don't have time to focus on my passion and follow what brings me joy and go out there and find my inner peace. If I got time for all that, I need to put food on the table. Full stop. That's all that matters. Results is the only thing that matters. And the results is going to be based off of how many numbers I put up and how much stability I can provide myself and my loved ones. That's it. Now, I have things that I enjoy that I'm able to tap into on a daily basis, sometimes, every now and then, maybe a couple of times a week. But I find excitement and fulfillment within the process of what I'm doing to become successful. So I don't need I don't need a dedicated day to go find myself or to go do something that I love in order for me to feel good about myself. I don't need that. I find enjoyment. I actually get more enjoyment out of the process of becoming successful versus reaching the goal. A lot of times when I reach the goals, I have like a bit of a letdown because it's like, okay, now I got to set another goal and I enjoy the pursuit of the goal more than actual enjoying the goal. Right. So shout out to Max. The link to the original video will be down in the description if you want to listen to him more. But pretty much what I deduce from this is he had 39,000 saved from his previous career in insurance. He didn't like that job. He was staying with his parents, so he didn't have any rent, anything like that. He left because he wanted to, follow his passion, do things that he enjoyed. Now he pieced together, unemployment with an acting gig every now and then and working part-time at this luxury dealership, and he's only bringing in $17,000. That is not the way to go. I appreciate you sharing the content. Shout out to you for being on, the Make It program. But no, that is not gonna make it for me. I love to hear what you think, what your thoughts are. In your city, wherever you're staying in, could you survive or could you live off of $17,000? Like, do you really think he's living off 17,000, or do you think he's tapping more into his savings? Because if he's drawing down unemployment, is that really, I don't think those two things equate. But comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on the notification bell, and leave a like for the algorithm so it can push this out to everybody else and grow our community. All right. I love you. See you in the next video. Peace.